You know those kids in school who made your life feel like a war zone every single day? Yeah, I had 5 of them. They made it their personal mission to break me. Until one day, my dog did something none of us expected. Let's just say, karma showed up on 4 legs. If you've ever dreamed of watching a bully finally get what they deserve, hit that like button. Because what you're about to hear, it's one of the most satisfying justice-served moments you'll ever experience. My name's Evan Miller, and I grew up in Ashwood, Oregon, a small town where everyone knew everyone. By 5th grade, I was that quiet kid, the one who sat at the back of the class, drew comics, and minded his own business. But that made me a target. The ringleader was Travis, a tall kid with a cruel smirk and an endless need for attention. Where he went, his little army followed Jay, Connor, Liam, and Reese. Every day was the same. Hey, loser, drop your lunch money. Nice shoes. Did your grandma buy them? Sometimes they didn't even talk. They just laughed. Loudly. At me. I told myself to endure it. That it would pass. But it didn't. By 8th grade, it got worse. Way worse. One Friday afternoon, I was walking through Maple Ridge Park with my dog, Runa, a Belgian Malinois my uncle gifted me when he retired from the Police K-9 unit. She was smart, obedient, and my only real friend. When everyone else made me feel small, Runa made me feel safe. We stopped by the lake. I removed her muzzle so she could drink. She wagged her tail, tongue out, waiting for me to toss a treat. That's when I heard it, laughter. I turned around. Travis and Jay, each holding a stick. Well, look who it is, Travis sneered. Walking your girlfriend. Evan? Cute. I froze. They started circling. Then I realized this wasn't random. It was a setup. 2 more shapes appeared from behind the trees. Liam and Connor. And when Reese stepped out last, smirking, I knew I was surrounded. My heart started pounding so hard it hurt. Run, Runa. I whispered, but she didn't move. Her ears went back, eyes locked on Travis. Let's see how tough your mud is, Travis said, raising his stick. What happened next still feels like slow motion. Travis swung his stick. Runa launched. She hit his arm midair, biting down and dragging him to the ground. He screamed, trying to pull away, but she held firm. Jay rushed forward. Big mistake. Runa spun and bit his leg, sending him collapsing into the dirt. Connor froze, eyes wide. Liam dropped his stick and ran. Reese backed away, muttering something like, "She's crazy," before sprinting. Within seconds, it was over. The bullies were gone, all but Travis, clutching his arm and sobbing. Runa stood over him, growling low, daring him to move. Then she turned back to me, tail wagging slightly, eyes bright, as if to say, "Did I do good?" I dropped to my knees and hugged her so tight I could feel her heart racing against mine. For the first time in years, I wasn't scared. That night, police showed up at our door. Someone had reported a vicious dog attack. My stomach dropped. I thought, that's it. They're going to take her away. 2 officers stood in our living room. "Son, we just need to know what happened," one said gently. I told them everything. Every year of bullying. Every bruise. How they trapped me. How Runa only defended me. While I talked, Runa walked up to one officer and rested her head in his hand, calm, trusting. He smiled. The other officer chuckled. "She doesn't look dangerous to me." My dad brought out a binder. Runa's certified protection training documents. "She's trained to defend, not attack," Dad said. And that sealed it. Turns out, those boys already had police records. Vandalism, theft, even breaking into stores. That same night, all 5 were arrested. A few months later, I testified in court. Travis tried to act tough at first, until the footage came out. The park camera caught everything. His smirk disappeared in real time. 3 of them went to juvenile detention. The others got probation. After that, everything changed. People at school stopped talking to me, but not because they hated me, because they were scared of me. Rumor was I had a killer dog. Some even said I trained Runa to attack anyone who looked at me wrong. It wasn't true, of course, but I didn't correct them. Silence was better than humiliation. And as for Runa, She still loved her park walks. She still waited by my bed every night. And every time I looked into those amber eyes, I saw the one creature who had ever truly protected me. You know, I used to think justice only came from people, but sometimes it comes from loyalty, from love, from a friend who refuses to see you hurt anymore. If you've ever had someone or something stand up for you when no one else would, you know exactly how that feels. If Runa's story gave you chills, hit that like button and tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying act of karma you've ever seen? And of course, subscribe for more stories where revenge doesn't always need a plan. Sometimes it just has 4 legs and a heart of gold.